People, a quarterback domino has fallen, but it's not one of the ones that you were thinking about. It wasn't Russell Wilson. He didn't get traded. It wasn't Deshaun Watson. He's still a Texan currently. Son's bad. We're just going to deal with it. But yesterday, the Cowboys and Dak Prescott agreed to terms on a long-term deal, so he's not going to get franchised again. Couldn't happen to a better dude. Dak Prescott was a 4th-round pick. Seems like a hell of a human being. Was getting severely underpaid because he was a 4th-round pick. I think maybe, this last year, he might have been making like 1.2. I'm sure he probably had some like bonuses and some incentives, but I mean, he was not making nearly the amount of money that he should be given his status, which was back into the top 10, maybe top 12 quarterback in the NFL before the ankle injury. So I am very, very happy for Dak Prescott. He's going to actually make year one $75 million. That is absurd. That is an absurd amount of money. I actually saw a graphic. So his contract's actually only for 4 years. It's 4 years, $160 million. It's $40 million a year. Over the first 4 years of the contract, because it's only a 4-year contract, he's literally making the most money in a 4-year span of any quarterback of any quarterback's current contract. So he will make more money in the first 4 years of this contract, because it's only 4 years, than any quarterback with their current contracts. More than Mahomes, more than Rodgers, more than Wilson, more than Deshaun. Really loading this sucker up. Here's the thing. Now, here is where the negative aspects of this, and it's going to come off as me bashing Dak, but it's not really me bashing Dak. It's just, you just heard what I said. He's a top 10, maybe top 12 quarterback. I really don't know where I'd put him because, again, team success really isn't there with the Cowboys. But individual success, Dak Prescott lights it up when he's healthy. When you pay a quarterback that much money, again, and you can, I don't know the ins and outs, but you can structure contracts so that, the cap hits more in certain years if you think the cap's going to go up. So I think that's one of the big reasons why he's making $75 million in the first year, because the cap's going to be constrained because of COVID. This year it's going to be reduced, so now you take that money. I'm sure it's a bunch of signing bonus money. I think I heard $60 million he's going to make when he signs the contract, when he puts pen to paper. So that way, it allows him flexibility to space that out when the cap is back to normal or up higher than it was before COVID. But again, I don't care what the cap is. Dak Prescott's contract is going to eat up a good chunk of it. And if you're a quarterback and your contract and you're eating up a good chunk of the salary cap, you need to be a Russell Wilson. You need to be an Aaron Rodgers. You need to be a Patrick Mahomes. And heck, you need to be a Josh Allen. And I say that loosely because I think Josh Allen this year proved a lot. But even Josh Allen wasn't Josh Allen before he got a Stephon Diggs. Now, granted, I think he just progressed naturally. Obviously, I think Stephon Diggs helped. But I think Josh Allen physically, he can make plays. His playmaking ability, can allow for other positions not to be as strong. Dak Prescott, where is the evidence that he can be one of those guys? And again, I just laid out the scenario with Josh Allen. Is there really evidence that he could be one of those guys? But Dak Prescott, since he's been there, has always had pretty good weapons on the outside. He's always had Zeke. Now Zeke's starting to show his age. Zeke makes a lot of money per year. Zeke is not as productive as he was when he was, in his first 3 years in the league. Amari Cooper, I don't know if they franchised him or actually gave him a contract, but he makes a good deal of money. CeeDee Lamb at some point is going to command a new contract where he's making a good chunk of money. Offensive line, obviously, if you get yourself a good, left, right tackle, like, they make a good chunk of money, so you can't pay all these positions. You can't have, grade A level guys at all these positions if you're paying your quarterback what the Cowboys are paying their quarterback. So then you need a quarterback that can hide those holes, and I'm just not sure if Dak Prescott is that guy. Is one of those guys. I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just saying I don't know if he is, and personally, from what I've seen so far, I don't think he is. That's why if I was the Cleveland Browns, when they got to go, contract extension, obviously Baker's coming off a pretty good year, but when they're negotiating with him, if he wants $38 million, it's just tough, because Baker has proven that, he does need a really strong running game. I mean, he has two of the best running backs in the league. Like, Baker's proven that, I guess the outside weapons don't need to be great, but he definitely needs the running game. So, these are the tough parts of these contracts. But again, quarterback is the most important position on the field. So, what Dak Prescott brings to you. So it's tough. Do you really want to let him walk and draft someone or sign a free agent, someone who doesn't know the culture? You don't know how they're going to mix with your team. Cowboys, Jerry Jones decided that is not what they want, so they went ahead and they backed up the Brinks truck to Dak Prescott. And again, love it for Dak. Man, he's been so underpaid his first couple years because he was such a late round pick, a fourth round pick, that it's overcompensation now, and he was holding out, and he was going to make that money up on this contract, and he did that. But for the Cowboys, I don't know how next year, the year after that, how it's really going to work for them when they really have to take this big cap hit for Dak. And, they're not going to be able to pay all these guys that I believe offensively Dak needs around him to succeed at the level that he has been, in the first 4 years of his career. Interesting. I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of flack from Cowboys fans saying I don't know what I'm talking about, and maybe I don't. So I'm not saying this is a fact, this is just my opinion. I'm not sure if Dak is one of those guys. But I'm very, very happy that he got his money. And I hope he comes out and balls out. Not too much, because I'm a Packers fan and I don't want them to be able to beat the Packers. No chance. But I hope that he comes out and he proves, me wrong, or and does prove that he could be one of those guys. But I just, at this current state, don't see it. But if he does, I will come on here just like I did with Josh Allen and say that I was absolutely wrong about the guy. So that's what it is. Subscribe, watch whatever videos here. The last one I put up, new podcast. Go ahead, follow that. Chooping it up, pretty good. I'm getting some good guests there. And enjoy the rest of your day, people.